Hello and welcome back again, Coffee Beans. This is agricultural engineering student. Provides audiobook and other types of reviewer for AE or ABE students. Agricultural Engineering Design Data Handbook. Part 1. Happy review and good luck. Under agricultural crops. Coefficient of friction. Period of maturity of some rice varieties. Composition of copra at various level of moisture. Production yield of various crops. Main product and byproduct compositions. Processing residue compositions. Oil content. Melting point. An oil composition of selected oilseeds. Typical composition of selected oil cakes. Coefficient of friction. Barley crop. 0.38 steel. 0.45 smooth concrete. 0.32 smooth wood. Ear corn. 0.62 smooth wood. Shelled corn. 0.37 steel. 0.42 smooth concrete. 0.31 smooth wood. 0.32 rough wood. Flaxseed crop. 0.34 steel. 0.41 smooth concrete. 0.31 smooth wood. Oats crop. 0.41 steel. 0.47 smooth concrete. 0.37 smooth wood. Peas crop. 0.26 steel. 0.30 smooth concrete. 0.27 smooth wood. Rough rice crop. 0.41 steel. 0.52 smooth concrete. 0.44 smooth wood. 0.52 rough wood. Rye crop. 0.41 steel. 0.35 smooth concrete. 0.33 smooth wood. Sorghum crop. 0.37 steel. 0.33 smooth concrete. 0.30 smooth wood. Soybean crop. 0.36 steel. 0.44 smooth concrete. 0.32 smooth wood. 0.30 rough wood. Sugar beet crop. 0.52 smooth steel. 0.82 smooth wood. 0.70 rough wood. Tares crop. 0.36 steel. 0.36 smooth concrete. 0.39 smooth wood. Vetch crop. 0.33 steel. 0.24 smooth concrete. 0.26 smooth wood. Wheat crop. 0.40 steel. 0.42 smooth concrete. 0.46 smooth wood. 0.35 rough wood. Period of maturity of some rice varieties. IR 5, 103 flowering, 132 maturity days. IR 8, 96 flowering, 127 maturity days. IR 20, 88 flowering, 118 maturity days. IR 24, 93 flowering, 122 maturity days. IR 26, 96 flowering, 127 maturity days. IR 28, 75 flowering, 102 maturity days. IR 32, 100 flowering, 132 maturity days. IR 36, 80 flowering, 114 maturity days. IR 40, 85 flowering, 114 maturity days. IR 42, 102 flowering, 132 maturity days. IR 50, 78 flowering, 109 maturity days. IR 54, 90 flowering, 122 maturity days. IR 58, 73 flowering, 102 maturity days. IR 60, 80 flowering, 107 maturity days. IR 64, 84 flowering, 117 maturity days. Composition of copra at various level of moisture. Wet copra, 55.3% oil, 24.7% meal, 20% water. Undried copra, 60.9% oil, 27.1% meal, 12.0% water. Dry copra, 65% oil, 29% meal, 6% water. Moisture-free copra, 69.1%, 30.9% meal, 0% water. Production yield of various crops. Banana, 39 tons per hectare. Cassava, 71 tons per hectare. Maize, 20 tons per hectare. Sweet potato, 65 tons per hectare. Rice, 26 tons per hectare. Sorghum, 16 to 18 tons per hectare. Wheat, 12 tons per hectare. Main product and byproduct compositions. Crop then number of main product is to number of byproduct. Cereal, wheat, 1 grain is to 1.3 straw. Barley, 1 grain is to 1.2 straw. Maize, 1 grain is to 1 straw. Oats, 1 grain is to 1.3 straw. Rye, 1 grain is to 1.6 straw. Rice, 1 grain is to 1.4 straw. Millet, 1 grain is to 1.4 straw. Sorghum, 1 grain is to 1.4 straw. Pulse, pea, 1 is to 1.5. Beam, 1 is to 2.1. Soya, 1 is to 2.1. Tuber and root crops. Potatoes, 1 tuber is to 0.4 stalk. Feed beet, 1 root is to 0.3 stalk. Sugar beet, root is to stalk. Cocoa, 1 nut is to 0.2 shell and other fiber. Sugar cane, 1 sugar, 1.16 bagasse. Processing residue composition. Dry sugarcane bagasse. 2.44% ash. 18.85 mg per kilogram HHV. 0.03% chlorine. Dry rice straws. 18.67% ash. 18.85 mg per kilogram HHV. 0.58% chlorine. Dry imperial straws and wheat. 9.55% ash. 16.78 mg per kilogram HHV. 2.06% chlorine. Dry straws. Husks. Rice hulls. 20.226% ash. 15.81 mg per kilogram HHV. 0.12% chlorine. 0.022 Na2O. 0.665 K2O. 0.008 CaO. Dry almonds hulls. 6.13% ash. 18.84 mg per kilogram HHV. 0.02% chlorine. Dry olive pits. 1.72% ash. 21.54 mg per kilogram HHV. 0.04% chlorine. Under elemental. Dry sugarcane bagasse. 46.61 SiO2. 17.69 Al2O3. 2.63 TiO2. 14.14 Fe2O3. 4.47 CaO. 3.33 MgO. 0.79 Na2O. 4.15 K2O. 2.08 SO3. 2.72 P2O5. Dry rice straws. 74.67 SiO2. 1.04 Al2O3. 0.09 TiO2. 0.85 Fe2O3. 3.01 CaO. 1.75 MgO. 0.96 Na2O. 12.3 K2O. 1.24 SO3. 1.41 P2O5. Dry imperial straws and wheat. 37.06 SiO2. 2.23 Al2O3. 0.17 TiO2. 0.84 Fe2O3. 4.91 CaO. 2.55 MgO. 9.74 Na2O. 21.7 K2O. 4.44 SO3. 2.04 P2O5. Dry straws. Husk. Rice hulls. 91.442 SiO2. 0.78 Al2O3. 0.02 TiO2. 0.14 Fe2O3. 3.21 CaO. Less than 0.01 MgO. 0.21 Na2O. 0.72 K2O. 0.43 SO3. Dry almond hulls. 9.28 SiO2. 2.09 Al2O3. 0.05 TiO2. 0.76 Fe2O3. 8.07 CaO. 3.31 MgO. 0.87 Na2O. 52.9 K2O. 0.34 SO3. 5.1 P2O5. 20.12 CO2 or other. Dry olive pits. 30.82 SiO2. 8.84 Al2O3. 0.34 TiO2. 6.58 Fe2O3. 14.66 CaO. 4.24 MgO. 27.8 Na2O. 4.4 K2O. 0.56 SO3. 2.46 P2O5. Dry sugarcane bagasse. Under undetermined 1.39. Total 100. Alkali 0.35 kg GJ. Dry rice straws. Under undetermined 2.68. Total 100. 7.08 alkali kilogram GJ. Dry imperial straws and wheat. Under undermined 13.32. Total 100. 9.63 alkali kilogram GJ. Dry straws. Husk. Rice hulls. Total 100.64. Alkali 2.72 kilograms GJ. Dry almond hulls. Under undetermined negative 2.89. Total 100. Alkali 9.42. Dry olive pits. Under undetermined. Negative 0.7. Total 100. Alkali 1.39 kilograms GJ. Oil content. Melting point and oil consumption of selected oilseeds. Copra. 65 to 68% oil content. 23 to 26 degrees Celsius melting point. 91% saturated. 7% monounsaturated. 2% polyunsaturated. Palm kernel. 44 to 53% oil content. 24 to 26 degrees Celsius melting point. 85% saturated. 13% monounsaturated. 2% polyunsaturated. Sunflower seed. 25 to 48% oil content. Negative 16 to negative 18 degrees Celsius melting point. 17% saturated. 29% monounsaturated. 52% polyunsaturated. Ground nut. 45 to 55% oil content. Negative 2 degrees Celsius melting point. 17% saturated. 61% monounsaturated. 22% polyunsaturated. Rapeseed. 36 to 50% oil content. -9 °C melting point. 6% saturated. 86% monounsaturated. 8% polyunsaturated. Cottonseed. 15 to 24% oil content. -20 °C melting point. 34% saturated. 26% monounsaturated. 40% polyunsaturated. Sesame seed. 44 to 54% oil content. -222 °C melting point. 15% saturated. 40% monounsaturated. 45% polyunsaturated. Soya bean. -23 to -20 °C melting point. 15% saturated. 25% monounsaturated. 60% polyunsaturated. Oil palm. 33 to 40 °C melting point. 53% saturated. 38% monounsaturated. 9% polyunsaturated. Typical composition of selected oil cakes. Copra. 90.1% dry matter. 21% crude protein. 10% crude fiber. 5% ash. 15% ether extract. 49% nitrogen. Palm kernel. 89% dry matter. 19% crude protein. 13% crude fiber. 4% ash. 15% ether extract. 49% nitrogen. Sunflower seed with hull. 91.3% dry matter. 24% crude protein. 34% crude fiber. 5% ash. 15% ether extract. 22% nitrogen. Ground nut seed with hull. 92.4% dry matter. 32% crude protein. 24% crude fiber. 6% ash. 15% ether extract. 23% nitrogen. Ground nut seed without hull. 92.6% dry matter. 46% crude protein. 5% crude fiber. 5% ash. 15% ether extract. 30% nitrogen. Rapeseed. 87.6% dry matter. 35% crude protein. 10% crude fiber. 9% ash. 15% ether extract. 31% nitrogen. Cottonseed with hull. 89.6% dry matter. 23% crude protein. 22% crude fiber. 6% ash. 15% ether extract. 34% nitrogen. Sesame seed. 89.5% dry matter. 40% crude protein. 7% crude fiber. 13% ash. 15% ether extract. 25% nitrogen. Soya with hull. 87.9% dry matter. 42% crude protein. 9% crude fiber. 6% ash. 15% ether extract. 31% nitrogen.